When Nigerians come here, what do? Number one, they get citizenship, and whenever they commit a crime, is it recorded as Nigerian or is it recorded as South African? That's one thing that you have to understand. There is nuance to this thing. We understand. If you go to a country, you get citizenship of that country, and you commit a crime, you are recorded as the citizen of that country because you are citizen by law. That's number one. Number two, if we look at the most dangerous cities and places, it is those places that have a higher concentration of Nigerians. For instance, in Joburg, if we look at wards and what have you, Boy Hill, Perea, and them are high. They have a high concentration of crime, and what's common with that? They have a high concentration of Nigerians that are selling powder, that are doing all those sort of things. So let's look at the nuances, and don't come here and try to lie about stats. And what I like about SA is that we have a very good what you call this, a government institution that deals in stats. So look at the crime rate, especially violent crime, where it's concentrated. It is always where there is a high concentration of Nigerians. Always. Look it up. We have stats SA. Number two, if we look at the education index in...
Okay. So everything that you just said here is a total lie, okay? Because when you talk about crime, right? Now, you're always very fixated on the crime that's happening with foreigners. But I know you guys are quite allergic to any kind of statistics at all, right? Now, look at the statistics on the grape within your communities. Look at the level of like grape that goes on within your communities. Your people sniff glue, right? They sniff diesel, right? And the new thing for them now to do is sniff dead people's bones. So please, on what ground do you get off saying that it's foreigners that's doing everything to you? Like, at first it was the Muzungus or the Malungus. It was the Malungus' fault that you are losers. If not for the white people, you would just be great. If not for white people, everything will be perfect with you. Now, white people gave you some freedom. That wasn't enough for you. Now it's the foreigners' fault. Because the foreigners come in and seen a business opportunity and open the spaza shop to feed your family members that you wouldn't do it for. So if you're so great and so intelligent, why don't you open your own spaza shops? If you're so intelligent, the way you claim to be as intelligent as anything, why don't you open your own spaza shops? Huh? You talk about Nigerians this and Nigerians that. That town of Johannesburg or city of Johannesburg or whatever the fuck it is, you control it. It's your principality. You control it. If there's any crime going on there, it's you. You're the one that's sponsoring it. There's a police officer accepting bribes for the crimes that's going on there. There's a town mayor accepting bribes for the crime that's going on there. You never want to take responsibility for what you do. It's always the other person's fault. If not for the Nigerians, we'll be great. If not for the Muzungus, we'll be great. If not for the Somalis or the Ethiopians, we'll be great. You're a loser. It's a loser's excuse. It's always been a loser's excuse. If you go to any country that's and you look at the group of people that preach nationalism the way you guys want to preach it in a hateful sense, they're a bunch of losers. They're underachievers. Just the way you guys can be underachievers, that's the way they are underachievers. So I'm sorry if I'm hurting your feelings and all that. Listen, your women do it for the love of the game. They don't do it for money. We don't even need to offer them money. They do it for the love of the game. They love a good time. You think we're 50-50 niggas? We're not 50-50 niggas. You don't have to worry about it, baby girl. You understand? Your girls do it for the love of the game. They love us. Listen, please, the hatred needs to pipe down. I know you guys are quite hurt. The Muzungus did a lot to you, but chill out, okay? Daddy's here.
That is, yeah, but unfortunately, according to the news stories that have been popping out of Nigeria currently, there is a new rise in them taking women and taking away their passports and often putting them into the sex slave trade that has been happening in Nigeria. And there is proof of this. The stories are out there for everyone who wants to know about them. And what else did I want to say? I think that's about it for now. But we support you, we hear you guys. But I just think it's quite interesting how you guys always seem to have an opinion about how other people should be running their country, but you cannot put the same things into practice into making Nigeria great again. It seems like all of you that talk about doing well and being successful, it's always you benefiting from other economists and doing well in other countries. No one ever says, I'm actually doing well and I'm in Nigeria. No one ever says we are strong men and we don't do 50-50 and I'm living in Nigeria. It's always, oh, I'm in Turkey and I'm doing well. I am in Dubai and I'm doing well. No one ever says, oh no, we are doing okay, but we are here in Nigeria, which is quite problematic to say the least. I don't know, I just think it's, yeah, you need to put your own... I've been to Nigeria, by the way. This is coming from a person who's been to Nigeria. So I know what I'm talking about. If you consider South African men to be weak, how about you, instead of forcing them to be tolerant and accepting in their own country, how about you go and be strong and, you know, very giving and whatnot in Nigeria? Because you cannot go to the next door in a person's house and then once you've moved into that person's house, you tell them that, oh no, in this hami I want you to put pepper in your soup. I want you to put more salt in your soup. No. If you know that you can cook better, why don't you go and cook back in your house? Because at the end of the day, you are a guest and you need to act that way. So we can continue with the conversation. And I'm saying things that I know of. It's just to keep the conversation going. So, yeah. And there's no need to say unmute me. There's a timer. Everyone deserves a chance to talk, guys. Nigerian, South African, Malawian, everyone can talk. Tabs, it's...
I'm just here just for two things. I want to tell the Nigerian guys that, guys, we don't like you. Actually, we hate you as South African men, and I'm talking for all South African men. I don't know how many countries you skipped to come here only to tell us that we are broke and we are illiterate and our IQ levels are so low and so on. You've skipped so many countries to get here. Some of you came by foot. And you are telling us that we are not traveling, we can't travel, we don't have money, we are broke. You go for our women because your women are ugly. They are not just handsome. They are ugly, those things of yours. And I'm not apologetic to call them things. They look like some form of animals. That is why you'll never see South African men running after Nigerian women. They are ugly, those things. And it's no surprise to me that you are up in here chasing South African women and enticing them with money. I'm telling you, there is no woman in the world that cannot follow money. If you show her the correct amount of money, she will follow you. So don't think that you are all that. They are only following your money because they are thinking of their stomachs. They don't respect themselves. And you South African women, you've been dating Nigerian guys for now, what, 10, 15 years? How has that worked out for you? You have ridiculed us as South African men so now these foreigners don't respect us anymore because of you. It is because you go to them and you tell them that we are broke and you allow them to give you plane tickets. You've never been in a flight in your whole life. They take you to Nigeria. When you get there, you don't even get to Nigeria. You are somewhere and you are now a sex slave. How has that worked out for you? Okay, so please stop humiliating us. Stop following these foreigners that are not even doing decent legal work, that are busy here selling powder and killing our community just for the sake of poverty, your poverty. Stop doing that. You are humiliating us. Now they come here and tell us the shit that they are telling us because of you. It's exactly because of you, because of how you behave.
Oh, sorry, I'm trying to